Well, hello. All right. I'm going live. It's like 1:30 in the morning. I'm playing around with this Restream software. So this allows me to go live on right now. I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and LinkedIn. So there we go. All right. Whole world. Okay. So what's going on in your neck of the woods? Anything exciting? All right. Um yeah, it's been interesting, getting out there and putting a little bit of content out there. Um, and I've been working on one thing this entire time, and then poof, everything just yeah. There might be some really powerful updates coming up here in the next several days. Um, Yes, some things that I'm very excited about. And essentially it would just cut down the processing time um so much for commercial loan transactions and business loans. And I mean I thought I had a pretty good I I have access to oh god. There you go. I have access to several platforms. But my goal, my motivation behind this is to just reduce uh the friction on the business loan side, to reduce the friction and the nuisance that is applying for a loan. Because it takes a long time, and you have all these merchant cash advance providers, which I think there are way too many of. Um, that they're sitting there, they're trying to convince you that, oh well, no, well I mean, clearly you're not going to qualify for a business loan because we all know how difficult it is to get a business loan. So it's a good idea for you to pay 130% annualized return or 90% annualized return. And I don't I don't like it. I don't like that. I think I'm used to tiers. I've been in and around the lending world in one form or another since I was 19. Was my first time in the automotive industry. Um, so there's tiers, tier one, tier two, tier three, tier four, you know, and if tier one is 3%, maybe tier four is like 6 or 7%, you know. It doesn't go from all right. Well, I'm sorry. You almost qualified for 6% interest, but we couldn't get you approved. So you're gonna pay 95% instead. It's just like what? And I've had these discussions in public forums, and I can be a bit of a contrarian, admittedly. Um, but it's just like the swing is just too much. You're gonna go from getting shot down for a 6, 7, 8, 9% interest on an SBA loan to paying 135% annualized return or whatever insane amount that some of these fast money options uh uh the amount that these options the fast money options cost. And when you search, you do Google searches or research on Bing or whatever search engine, all of the top results, all of the search ads are business cash advance lenders. Like most of the top search results are for these merchant cash advance and business cash advance companies that tell you that you do not qualify, or that a business that a bank is not going to give you a loan. because of this reason or that reason, or well, it's London getting approved is a lot tougher. Um, and they're saying that without actually knowing. So that it's not my thing. If you're gonna make a statement, you got to be able to back it up. So I will also broker a merchant cash advance, but I will broker a merchant cash advance once we have thoroughly explored the potential alternatives, or of course, unless I'm about missions. I like missions. So when I have a client, there are several. There's always a mission, and that mission initially is for me to discover what my mission is for this particular individual. What can I do to help this individual? And everybody has different motivations, different things that they're trying to accomplish, and that's what I'm trying to figure out early on. Um, so if you tell me that my mission is to get you X amount in X amount of time, no matter what the cost, it just has to happen. Or if you just really, really want a merchant cash advance, we want me to get it done, I'll get it done. It's boom, no, not a problem. But I mean, what if we could get you a line of credit instead, cash line of credit, um, revolving with a 5-year term, at a prime plus whatever, instead of some so there's a place for cash advances, merchant cash advances. There's a place for business cash advances and these really, really high cost loans. But I'm not the kind of individual that I can't be bought. I can't be bought. I don't care about the commission. I mean, it is how I feed my family. Yes, yes, I earn based on deals that I close. But there's a lot of different transactions out there. Equipment finance. A lot of times business cash advances are to buy equipment. A restaurant needs an oven. You know what? Equipment finance is probably a better way to go if you're looking for that kind of mission critical equipment. So yes, and there's a lot of changes in the lending world that are ongoing right now. Heck, I can even say that I'm a little bit behind the curve in terms of applying. But there's I'm yeah, there's a lot out there. The lending markets are really starting to embrace the modern software development world of APIs, and essentially lending is now often done through API. Not all of it, and I mean, I like getting to know people. I'm client facing. I mean, I love this. I like I like talking to people, and just chatting with people from all walks of life. And I've always been very business oriented. So I mean, to me, getting to know other entrepreneurs and real estate investors, it's just it's just it really is a thrill for me. um yeah, so I don't know, this is just a random video, and this video is brought to you by Restream.io. So if you want to check it out, if you're thinking about putting some content out, this one again, Restream.io. I'm paying 19 bucks a month, which is not bad. And I'm going live right now. It's 1:42 in the morning. That's when all the business people are up looking for live streams to watch. We all know that. Um, and yeah, so I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, LinkedIn, one other place. Isn't Twitch for like video games? Well, hey, I'm sure some entrepreneurs also play video games. I don't know. All right, that's pretty cool. All right, well, I hope you guys are having a good night, And NMLS number is 2246130. Although we didn't discuss residential transactions much, I might go live immediately after this again to talk about some residential stuff that's the talk. In there's a lot of concern out there. Market is nervous. Um, don't be nervous. You just got to be prepared. You know. But yeah, so I'm gonna shut this down, go live again. We'll talk a little bit about what's coming up, because my night is all of a sudden I had all this stuff that I wanted to get done, but the game's done changed. Everything is different with this new thing that we're working on. And now that I know that it exists, I will not stop until, because it's the way to provide the highest level of service. It's the way to provide the highest level of service to to borrowers that are looking for cash for business purposes. It cuts down the underwriting. The underwriting becomes automated. I would need a lot less documentation, and it's access to uh, uh, long-term low interest rate debt, uh, cash line, everything that essentially I am offering, and I have been offering, but remove like a month from the processing time, and all of a sudden it starts making a lot more sense, like, because of the time that it takes to process uh, a business loan. I've been just trying to have different ideas, like, well, what if a situation comes up and there's an emergency and cash is needed quickly? Um, just anything to avoid a merchant cash advance and the 150% annualized return. And again, I mean, in some cases, it is the best way to go. In some cases, it's the only way to go. But it's just it should not be a default. Like, all right, yeah, let's just get a merchant cash advance. We need a little bit of money. I mean, there's other, we got to explore other avenues, and you know. In any case, yes, we're ending this, and then I'm going to restream, and we're going to talk about the real estate market. All right.